Richard, okay, confession. I have this tiny notebook on my desk that is literally falling apart, and I genuinely cannot throw it away.
That is perfect. We are actually doing this today. Talk to me about a treasured possession of yours.
Okay, so paint me a picture first. What does this notebook actually look like?
It's tiny, like palm-sized. Brown leather cover, all scuffed up on the corners. Some of the pages are coming loose, and I've just sort of taped them back in over the years. It looks worse than it is, honestly.
And where did it come from originally?
My grandfather gave it to me on my 12th birthday. He said something like, "For your stories." I did not really get it at the time. So at this point, it is mostly sentimental value, but I have carried it everywhere for 14 years.
Oh, quick flag. Sentimental value, that phrase you just used. Exactly the upgrade examiner's reward. Most candidates would say old memories or lots of memories instead. Different vibe entirely. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I used to write everything in it. Story ideas, doodles, half-thoughts. I tried to write a novel in it once when I was 16, made it about 40 pages before I gave up. But the start of that novel is still in there somewhere.
Do you still use it now, or has it become more sort of preserved?
I'd say, every few months. When something really hits me, I will grab it and scribble something down. But it is not like my daily journal anymore. It is reserved for stuff that actually matters.
Listen to that. Reserved for stuff that matters. That is the kind of mid-sentence precision that lifts Band 7. Compare it to, I only write important things. Same idea, totally different sound. Okay, keep going. Why this notebook specifically?
Honestly, so my grandfather passed away 3 years ago, and on the very first page, in his handwriting, he wrote, "For Gia, fill this with everything." So it isn't really the notebook, it is that first page.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it means the world to me. Even if the rest of it fell apart tomorrow, as long as I had that first page, I would be fine.
Okay, there it is. Means the world to me. That is the exact emotional weight phrase examiners are listening for. Very important, gets you Band 6. This gets you Band 7. We will zoom in later. Have you ever come close to losing it?
One time, I left it on the subway. I was sitting at home that evening when I realized, and I went cold. I called the Lost and Found the next morning, and somehow they actually had it. The guy at the counter looked at me like I was crazy when I started crying.
Oh, God. What was the ride home like after you got it back?
Honestly, I held it in my lap the whole way. I think I just kept opening it every few minutes to make sure that first page was still there. Probably looked completely ridiculous.
Okay, one last one. If you actually lost it for good, what would you do?
I have thought about that actually, and I think, honestly, I just can't bring myself to imagine it. Like, I know logically it could happen, but my brain shuts down whenever I try. I would probably try to hold on to whatever I could still remember. What he wrote, the color of the cover, the smell of the leather, all of it. But it wouldn't be the same.
Okay, 2 flags right there. Can't bring myself to, and hold on to whatever I could remember. Both of those exact Band 7 register. Most people would say, I don't want to think about it, and I try to remember. Flat, you said it with weight. Let us actually zoom in on a few of those because there is gold in there. All right, nice work there, Gia. Before we wrap up, let's go back and look at a few of the expressions you used. I want you to really lock these in.
Yes, please. I'd love to get these down properly.
Okay, first one, sentimental value. Gia, what do you think this actually means in plain English?
I'd guess it's like the emotional worth of something. Not the price, but what it means to you because of memories or who gave it to you.
Exactly. The key word is separate from monetary worth. Sentimental value is what makes a $5 notebook worth more than a brand new luxury one because of the story attached to it.
Oh, got it. So it's basically the meaning that does not show up on a price tag.
Perfect framing, and you used it beautifully earlier. You said, quote, "So at this point it is mostly sentimental value, but I have carried it everywhere for 14 years. That's the upgrade."
Yeah, it just felt like the right phrase. I did not have to think about it.
Here is the lift. Most Band 6 candidates would say, "because it has memories," or "because it is old." Same idea, totally flatter sound. Sentimental value is a two-word chunk that signals lexical range immediately.
Got it. So I should not unpack it into a long explanation when one phrase does the job.
Right, and one pitfall, keep it as a noun phrase. Do not try to verb it. I sentimental it is not a thing. Stick with has sentimental value or a lot of sentimental value. Banking sentence. Try this one. This watch was my dad's. It has a lot of sentimental value, even though it does not really work anymore.
This watch was my dad's. It has a lot of sentimental value, even though it does not really work anymore.
Perfect. That's yours now.
Next one. Means the world to me. Gia, how would you explain this if a Band 6 student asked you?
I'd say it's the strongest way to say something matters to you. Not just important, but like it is the most important thing.
Right. And the metaphor matters. World is the whole universe. It implies you would be lost without it. That's why it lands harder than very important.
Oh, so it is doing emotional work the flat version cannot do.
Exactly. You used it perfectly earlier. You said, quote, "So yeah, it means the world to me. Even if the rest of it fell apart tomorrow, as long as I had that first page, I would be fine." That comma after me, that pause, is part of why it lands.
Yeah, I felt myself slow down on that one. It is not a phrasey rush.
Exactly the right instinct. Here is the lift. Very important to me is Band 6 ceiling. Grammatically perfect, lexically flat. Means the world carries weight examiners are listening for.
Got it. And I guess if I use it for trivial things, it would sound fake?
Exactly the trap. Save it for things that genuinely matter. Use it on a coffee mug and it reads as ironic. Use it on a grandfather's notebook and it lands. Banking sentence. Try this one. That letter she sent me before she moved abroad. Honestly, it means the world to me.
That letter she sent me before she moved abroad. Honestly, it means the world to me.
Perfect. That's yours now.
Third one, can't bring myself to. Gia, what do you reckon this actually means?
I think it's when you cannot do something for emotional reasons, not because you physically cannot. Like you have the ability, but not the heart.
Perfectly put. Logically you could, emotionally you cannot. That gap is what the phrase captures.
Oh, so it is doing more than I cannot. It is specifically psychological.
Exactly. And you used it brilliantly. You said, quote, "Honestly, I just cannot bring myself to imagine it. Like, I know logically it could happen, but my brain shuts down whenever I try." That second sentence is the proof the phrase is right.
Yeah, that one came out without thinking. Maybe because it is genuinely how I feel about it.
That is the giveaway. Emotional truth pulls the right grammar out of you. Here is the lift. I do not want to imagine it is Band 6, accurate but emotionally flat. I cannot bring myself to imagine it is Band 7, same idea, fully different weight.
Got it. And it always needs the infinitive after, right?
Right, always to plus verb. To throw it away, to imagine it, to say goodbye. One pitfall, only use it for emotional reluctance, not practical reluctance. I cannot bring myself to take out the trash sounds melodramatic. Save it for the heavy stuff. Banking sentence. Try this. I know I should give those old photos away, but honestly, I just cannot bring myself to throw them out.
I know I should give those old photos away, but honestly, I just cannot bring myself to throw them out.
Perfect. That's yours now.
Last one, hold on to. Gia, how is this different from just keep?
I think keep is neutral, like just having something. Hold on to feels like you are actively choosing not to let it go, even though you could.
Exactly. The phrasal verb adds the active choice. There has to be an alternative implied. You could let go, but you choose not to.
Oh, so it would not work for everyday stuff like I hold on to my phone.
Right. That would sound weird because there is no alternative implied. Save it for things you could lose, throw away, or let go of, but choose not to.
Got it. So it has emotional weight built in.
Exactly. And you used it really naturally. You said, quote, I would probably try to hold on to whatever I could still remember. What he wrote, the color of the cover, the smell of the leather, all of it. That run-on of details, all the things you would cling to, that is the phrase doing the work.
Yeah, it just felt like the right verb for the feeling. Try to remember would have sounded too logical.
Exactly the instinct. Here is the lift. Keep is band 6 vocabulary. Hold on to is a phrasal verb that signals band 7 range and emotional precision in one move. Banking sentence. Try this one. Even after 20 years, I still hold on to every letter my grandmother sent me.
Even after 20 years, I still hold on to every letter my grandmother sent me.
Perfect. That's yours now.